Alright, hello and welcome to another edition of Ero F2. I need to join the party with JJ. But yeah, welcome back to another edition of Ero F2. As you can see, there's 16 drivers currently on the grid. I believe that's what we will be going with today. Let me just quickly join the. Alright, there we go. Yep. So looks like we're gonna go with 16 drivers today. For those of you that may not be aware, I'll update you on the driver standings. But suddenly things are looking absolutely beautiful for the Mercedes duo of Atapa and Libanal, as Atapa is currently in the championship lead. I'm also gonna bring up the standings. I mean the live stream, so I can see your comments. Oh, you guys are speaking Dutch, right? Otapa currently the man in the championship lead, so he will be the man to beat today. Great to say that. His teammate Libanal with the 25 points he took at a rain-soaked Singapore is currently also fourth in the championship. So it's only 11 points separating the top three. Also below that, you've got Kappa Cox and Sniper on 38 and 34 points, 18 points separating the top five. So all to play for at this stage here in F2. And obviously, as you all know, Baku, an extremely difficult circuit to get right. Really probably one of the most unforgiving tracks on the calendar. Personally, maybe alongside Singapore, one of the most difficult, because obviously it's very, very high speeds that you're taking, whilst the barriers are right next to you at all times. So we'll wait to see what qualifying has got in store for us. A few drivers that will be looking for good results. Sniper finishing second last time out. He'll want to get his first victory of the season here in Baku. So far we've only had 3 different winners, that being RGB and Bread, who is no longer in F2, and Libanal, Atapa, who's actually yet to win a race, the man in the championship lead currently. So we'll wait to see what the weather is going to bring for us as the drivers are going to prepare for qualifying. I don't think you often get much rain in Baku. I have no idea if you do or not. Personally, all the practice I've been doing has been in the dry, so if it were to rain tomorrow in F1, I'd probably find myself in quite a large amount of trouble. But as you can see, the sun is shining on the track. And is this the normal time of day? Because I don't know if there's normally as much shade in the pit lane, but nonetheless, the drivers will be out very, very soon to start their laps. Let's get everything up. Tires. Oh yeah, tire strategy is a very, very difficult one as well. I try not to give too much away for what I'm gonna do personally, but the tire wear around here, especially on the rears, are very, very extreme, and you've already got Sniper out as usual, the first man to take to the track. But tire wear around here, especially on the rears, are very extreme. So that first stint, if you are on the soft tires, is really going to be very, very important to the way your race is going to go. It's going to be interesting to see when guys are thinking about making that first pit stop, the all important first pit stop, really, because if you come in before lap 5, let's say, like I said, I'll try not to give too much away, but if you come in before lap 5, you're going to be looking at the hard tires to the end, and the hard tires are not the fastest compound, as we already know. But like I said, it'll be interesting to see what guys choose to go for. And as I said earlier, Sniper looking to take his first victory this season here. So far he's had 2 podiums, one in Japan and the last race in Singapore, where he finished in second place. Unfortunately for Atapa, he didn't get any points in Singapore, but obviously still maintains that championship lead with the 3 podiums in the first 3 races that he took. So as the cars are filtering out of the pit lane and about to begin their first lap, we'll wait to see. Well, it'll be Sniper that'll be the first man to start his lap, so we'll wait to see what type of banker he can do to set the marker for the rest of the guys to follow. And there's yellow flags. Is that a Mercedes? That's a Tapper. Has he gone into the barrier on his out lap? We can switch this because Sniper's not yet to start his lap, but it looks like there was a little problem there for the championship leader. I know he'll be happy to hear me calling him the championship leader. That is exactly what he is, as Sniper's manoeuvring his way through the very tricky first set. As Wagner leaves the session, unfortunately, hopefully he gets back in as soon as possible. Going a little bit deep on the brakes, he would have lost a little bit of time there, not making the apex. We'll wait to see what his first sector time comes up as he heads down into turn 3. He's going to break at 100 meters and maybe take it to 2 or 3. Yep, he takes it down to gate 2, but he goes deep again. So far not the greatest of laps for Sniper, but really all you want is a time on the board, a good reference lap. We'll wait to see what his first sector is as he comes across it now, 35.0. So he'll need quite a lot of time in that first sector and to have a representative lap. But we'll watch him as he's about to come through the very, very tricky castle section. That curb there on the inside, very easy to take it just the wrong way, and it likes to spit you out towards the barrier on the left, but it's looking like a fairly clean middle sector for Sniper. Nothing too drastic, but like I said, really it's just important to get a good banker lap down, or a banker lap down nonetheless. Whether it's fast, probably something around the 139s will be an okay reference lap, at least to go a bit quicker on your second lap. So he's coming to the final sector. It's not been the most aggressive of laps, but we'll see what lap time it brings as he's going to go flat out all the way to the line. You've got a few cars coming across the line to start their laps. I believe that's Houseman who's behind on the track, so he'll be the next car to set a lap unless he's invalidated. You can see Sniper running out of fuel, so he's fueled quite low for the first lap, but he's about to come across the line and it's going to be a 1:39.6, so he'll want to improve that as soon as possible. Not a very good first lap for Sniper. We'll see what Houseman in the McLaren can do as he opens his DRS and he's going to come across the start finish line. It's a 1:39.4, so he's going to go on provisional pole. There's a Red Bull behind of RGB on the yellow marked medium tires. He's going to set a 1:40.5. Will probably come off those mediums sooner rather than later. You've got Lupus close behind him in P5 at the moment. Obviously had it not set a lap, and he's now up into P3 on a 1:39.7. So the lap times are coming in, not as fast as I would have anticipated initially, but obviously still a very, very long way to go in this session. And you've got Sunset coming towards the start finish line. It looks like this might be a good lap, and it is a better lap at 1:39.3. I wonder when we'll get into the 1:38s. Super Thomas also on his way to finish his lap. DRS and ERS is going to be so important in this race because you don't really save much ERS around this track. Super Thomas goes P6 as we've got, I believe that's Ken about to come across the line, and he goes P6 on a 39.7. Is that Libanal? Yes, it is Libanal. He's about to come across the line. This is going to be 1:39 also. No, it's not. It's a 1:40.4, so he's going to go into P8, and his teammate, the championship leader, also about to come across the line. The lap times not as low as I would have anticipated, but like I said, still a long way to go. Atapa goes up into P3 on a 1:39.5, and it looks like it's Luke Lira who's also about to cross the line, and he goes P9. So the majority, well, everybody in the 1:39s, we've got yellow flags in the middle sector. I believe that might be Sniper on his way into the pits. He might have run out of fuel. Yes, he has. And you've got Houseman behind him. He's also going to come into the box, currently half a second down. I think that's RGB. He's probably going to be coming into the pits. Yep. Looks like most people will be on their way into the box. We'll have a look at who may be on the lap. Wagner currently starting his lap, coming through the first sector. Doesn't like anybody else is on the lap. You don't really want to do 2 laps on these tires, maybe except for your first banker run, but besides that you don't want to do it because you'll just put way too much wear in the rear tires. And that's a good first sector there for Wagner, 34.6. I'm not too that probably would be the quickest at the moment. It's not come up as purple, but we'll watch him as he maneuvers the very, very tricky middle sector. There's a car up ahead. It's a Mercedes and an Aston Martin. They should be well out of the way by the time Wagner gets towards them. Obviously this is the F2, the reigning F2 champion, currently yet to score points in this F2 season, so really what he should be focusing on is getting a very clean race and trying to get as good qualifying as possible. You can see a Tapper's spun out there on the curb, and I don't believe he was on the lap either, so that probably would have cost Wagner maybe about a tenth or so. It can be quite off-putting driving through a car like that, but so 14.4 as he's come across the middle sector, so it should be a good lap. He might be the first man in the 1:38, so we'll have to wait and see what it does as he opens up the DRS, and he's about to come across the line. It's going to be a 1 minute 39 flat. So still nobody into the 1 minute 38s, but a good lap time there for the reigning F2 champion. He's gone on provisional pole by 3/10 of a second to Sunset and Houseman. So Tapper just trying to find his way back into the pits. We have a look at Libano, who's 1.2 seconds down. So I don't think he was on the lap. He may have abandoned his lap, I'm not too sure. South Ferrer looking like he's on the lap. We'll wait to see, as JJ, I believe, has joined the party.
Yeah, but I can't join the session yet.
Oh, have you been invited?
Yeah, but Tino's invites aren't working for some reason for me.
I'll invite you in a second. I didn't even see what. I don't think South Ferrer is on a hot lap. There's a comment. Hello, Yuppie. How you doing? You alright? So what, have you used all of his invites? Should I invite you again or what?
Yeah, please.
Alright, hold on. One moment. Sorry, I'll get you in. Hopefully, at least. But this likes to move slowly when you click on invite. This is why I need a PS5, guys. Yeah. You pays half blind. Why are you half blind? I'm so sorry about the blue screen at the moment, guys. Just hang on for a moment. My game is frozen. You know, when you click on invite friends, it's just like the console wants to, as if you're asking it to do some type of mission to Pluto or something. Really, you just want to invite somebody to the game. Are you in the game? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Oops. Okay, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, have we missed anything? No, we haven't. Oh, Sniper's, I think he's starting his lap. Yeah, Sniper's starting his lap. So, yeah, I'd say familiarize yourself with the standings. At the moment, I'm not too sure what F3 pole was, but nobody's yet to dip into the 1 minute 38s.
I think it was a 1 minute 38.3. No, I'll double check.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good lap, to be fair. We watch Sniper, he's about to come across the first sector and he's looking good, and yet he's up by 3/10 as his yellow flags in the final. Coutinho's retired, but it looks like he's retired on the track.
He's crashed out of the first corner. I'm sticking to Super Thomas. I'm going to see what he looks like. Oh my god, he's hit too much. He's hit too much throttle on the exit, just straight over.
Well, interesting. Wow. Unfortunately for Coutinho, he's going to start no higher than P15. No surprises there. But you've got Sniper coming towards the end of the middle sector. It's looking like it's a much more aggressive lap than his first lap, which was quite tentative. But then again, like I said, you really just want to get the banker. He's improved that by half a second, so it could be the first man into the 1 minute 38s if he's got enough time. And no, and the first man into the 138s is Liam Cross. He puts it on provisional pole 138.8, and Sniper's going to make his way towards the start finish line.
So the fastest lap in F3 was a 38.3, so 5/10 off right now.
Interesting.
So that's quite a bit of a gap to get somewhere.
And as you say, that Sniper just about missing that 1 minute 38 benchmark. He does a 1:39.002. So the lap times are getting quicker as expected. You've got the Haas of Appen about to start his lap. There's quite a few cars currently on a lap time. We'll have to see who is where on the track. Is that a tap? No, it's not. RGB goes P1 of 38.8, only 4 thousandths of a second separating himself and the McLaren in P2. So it's looking like it could be a very close qualifying session here. The gap between the top 4 is about 2/10 of a second, so, or just under 2/10 of a second rather. So some interesting stuff to come.
Well, it just shows that it's going to be an interesting race if the quali's like this already.
Yeah, and around here the gaps are close.
Hello, Ken's 7/10 up and he's approaching the last 2 corners.
So he could actually put himself up into the top 3. It says yellow flags being waved in the middle sector. We'll watch Ken, Alfa Romeo driver, come across the start finish line. Is it a 1:38? Yes, it is. 1:38.8. So that's the third driver now into the 1 minute 38.8. So the lap times are most definitely coming down. Super Thomas currently 6/10 up on his lap. So this could be a brilliant lap if he only slowed down. So he must have made a mistake somewhere there.
Same with Sunza. He's 7/10 and he's come to the line now, and he's got someone. He's got Appen getting the toe off. No, it's not Appen. It's Wage now.
And Wage now starting his lap. So Wage now is going to have a very, very massive advantage in his first sector. I wonder if Sunset is going to notice and get out his way. Yes, he does. So Sunset in the mid 1 minute 38. So a very, very good lap for him. The lap time's coming down. There's a few cars in the final sector. Yomir is not going to improve. Appen is 3/10 up on his lap, so he might put himself up into the top 10. Is he going to manage it? Yes, he does. He goes P8.
I'm going to stick a wager and see how much time he's gained just from that straight.
Yeah, that's great. RGB's coming into the pits, and you've got Mercedes. That might be the championship leader or Tapper. Yes, it is. He's improving by half a second, so he wants to put himself into the top 5 somewhere. Oh, he's invalidated. He's invalidated. It's unfortunate for the championship leader. It's currently still in P11. P11, not really a bad place to start around here, though. And Libano also invalidates. I'm not sure if he did it on the exit there, if it was already done, but he's going to make his way into the pit. So both Mercedes currently outside of the top 10. I believe they'll be the guys also leading the Constructors Championship just based on how high up they are in the drivers. I'll just check to confirm that.
So as people say, the golden P11 is where Attacker sits right now.
Yes, and they have a 25-point lead in the Constructors. Are both Williams drivers here? I don't think they are, so Sniper by himself and his...
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Wage now 6-10 up ready, and he just comes to sector 3 now.
Here we are. So here's the F2, the reigning F2 champion Wage now, who's yet to score a point in this F2 season. Is he about to put his car on provisional pole? I believe he's at a pole position this season. I'm not too sure about that, but we'll see if he's about to take pole today in Baku, and it's a 1 minute 38.4. That's a very, very good lap from Wage now, currently 2/10 quicker than anybody else. That is most definitely going to be a difficult lap time to beat for everybody else.
Especially because he got a little toll at the start of the lap thanks to Sunset, so that could have helped him massively.
Yeah, most definitely. That's a very that's something that I feel like people probably don't take advantage of enough. The fact that you could actually steal a slipstream of somebody finishing their lap whilst you're starting your lap, or you can steal the slipstream finishing your lap while somebody else is starting their lap. So something to look out for in the rest of qualifying. I can't see how many minutes are left at the moment.
Loki to win tomorrow, confirmed.
Oh well, we can hope so at least.
But it is Baku, remember? Anything can happen.
Baku. This is a track that is extremely unpredictable. You guys can see just by the nature of the track, especially this middle sector where you've got the barriers right next to you. It's so easy to go over the bumper and lose the rear end slightly and either clip your front wing or just be out of the race completely. So we'll watch Houseman in the McLaren as he's coming through the middle sector. There's a few cars up ahead. I'm not sure if there's been an incident there between a Williams and a Haas. Is that a Williams or is that a...
It's Sniper and Wage. No, Wage is on the in lap and Sniper's on his out lap.
There you go. So Sniper could try and steal a slipstream, but Wage now gets out of the way smartly, just to stop any potential of that happening. But we'll watch Houseman. He's about to finish his lap.
Wage has run out of fuel as well, so he's just trying to get out of the way so he didn't affect them that badly.
Yeah. If you're out of fuel, then yeah, you don't want to be behind the car that's out of fuel. So we'll watch Houseman. He's coming into the box. Oh, and is he going to put it in the barrier? Oh, he does. Somehow he's not out of qualifying. That was a pretty heavy hit.
Yeah. Literally, normally that would just kill you straight away, but alright, he just survives. Oh, well, it's fun. I'm going to stick to Sniper and see if he can improve any time, obviously.
Oh, yeah, he's on a lap. Did he go twice on those tyres, or is this a new set? No, this is a new set.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So we'll follow Sniper on board, the man in P6. Still waiting for his 2/10 down, unfortunately, but I'm sure he can find time in the middle sector. There's some yellow flags being waved in the first sector. I feel like it's just some cars getting out of the way. We'll see what Sniper can do here.
It was just the Mercs getting out of the way there.
Yeah, it looks like is anybody on the lap? Oh, Sniper's going into the barrier, and that will be the end of his qualifying session, as he will most certainly have damage from that. Yep, you can see he's lost the front right end plate, and Wage now retires in the pits.
Ooh, so he thinks he's got enough pace to keep that pole.
Yeah, and I also think him running out of fuel has actually compromised him getting a final lap, because as you can see, there's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this session. So Wage now, the man on provisional pole, is not going to get a chance to double down on his current provisional pole time. But can anybody else beat him? That is the big question. It won't be Sniper though, as unfortunately in the middle sector of his lap, he's hit the curb in the in the castle section. Yeah, so
we've gone to Spa.
Yeah, we've gone to Spa. My brain's in Belgium still. But Sniper has hit the barrier in the castle section, so he's going to come into the box. It will be no better than P6 for him. But we will watch Sunset, currently I believe RGB might be the furthest person forward on a lap.
No, it's actually Liam. Liam's ahead of RGB.
And also Yomir, you can see, is about to finish his lap. Sniper retires in the box. Yomir is improving by 0.6 of a second, so this could potentially put him in the top 10, the Alpine driver. He's going to bomb down the back straight and we'll see what he can do. Can he really get a slipstream from an Aston Martin that looks like they're slowing up ahead? I don't think he will.
So RGB is 2 temps down. Liam is up 2 temps.
Interesting. So you can see that Liam is going through the castle section at the moment. We've got Yomir coming across the line and he goes into P10. We'll go on board with the McLaren driver. He's improving by almost 2 temps. We'll see what his middle sector time comes up as he maneuvers this. I don't know what corner this is, but it's an incredibly difficult one to judge. And is he going to judge it right? Yes, he clips the curb just perfectly and uses all the track on the right. He's going to come across the middle sector line now, and he's improved just by under a temp, so it won't be enough for pole position, as really the final sector is only one corner and a straight. But can he put himself on the front row? We'll have to wait and see. He might need a little bit more time for that. He could potentially get himself up into P3. I believe that might be RGB behind, so we'll watch the two guys in P4 and P3 as they come all the way down the back straight and across the line.
Ooh, Libenau hit the. I was watching Libenau. He hit the wall in Castle, so he's lost a lot of time.
And as you say that, Liam goes P3 with a purple final sector, and RGB comes into the box.
Yeah, he bottled his lap massively in Castle.
So who's that? Is that Super Thomas? Super Thomas currently improving by a 10th and a little bit.
Ooh. He's got 10s, 2 temps up in the middle sector. He's gone purple as well. So
really, the top 10 could change quite a lot still here. Super Thomas looks like he's also going to improve. Will he get into the 1 minute 38? He's going to come across the line. We've got Ken behind, and he goes P7. We'll go on board with Ken, who's up 2 temps. He could put himself on the front row at the moment. It would be a brilliant result for him, and he does just about go P2. Where is Sunset though? Sunset's down 3 temps.
He's got a Tapper's P7.
Yeah,
he got a tour of Libenau. I was watching it.
Oh wow, because Libenau's behind him. Oh, so they were slipstreaming the Mercedes boys, yeah?
Yeah, Libenau missed his lap up, so I think he backed off to help a Tapper, and obviously that helped him massively.
Okay, interesting tactics there from the Mercedes boys. It looks like it's paid off, at least for a Tapper. He's got himself up into P7. As we say that South Ferro goes P13, so the back row will consist of Libenau and Coutinho. That should be very, very interesting. But it's Wagner, the F2 reigning champion, who takes pole position. And Ken, I believe this is his second front row. It might be more than that, but I remember he was on the front row in the first race of the season in Bahrain. So yeah, it should be set up for an interesting race here.
Because I'm sure this is Sunset's best qualifying, if I remember correctly. Unless he got P2 last before. Can't remember off the top of my head, actually.
He could actually tell us. Sunset, is this your best qualifying? I know he's watching at the moment. So yeah, tell us, is this your best qualifying session? A P3 for Sunset in the Aston Martin. So he'll be looking to get, and it's Wagner's 3rd pole this season. So hopefully for Wagner, he can pull together a consistent race and get some type of points on the board, because he's still yet to finish here in F2. As Coutinho says, hit a like or get a puncture. I'm gonna hit that like button.
Hey, looky, at least we didn't crash out on turn 1 somehow coming out the pits.
Oh yeah, exactly. I still don't know how he would have managed that, to be honest, but who's this?
Well, so obviously your pole position is Wagner yet again. You've got Ken P2, you got Sunset P3, Liam P4, Appin P5, RGB P6, a Tapper Championship Leader P7, Super Thomas P8, Lupus P9, Sniper P10, Yomi P11, Houseman, Self-Era, Luke, and according to Coutinho, who's that far down the grid. He's gonna hate me, isn't he?
Who, Coutinho?
Yeah, because obviously I couldn't scroll down because I was like, oh, and I can't see Coutinho, he's too slow. So, do you want to do your top 3 predictions now, or?
I have no idea. With this track, I don't even think there's a point. Because really, you actually have no idea.
Yeah, because in F3 we had a safety car and a safety car restart with 2 laps to go. And let's just say it was chaos.
You say there was a safety car with 2 laps to go?
Yeah, the safety car came in with 2 laps to go.
Okay, yeah, we've experienced that in Ero F1 also last season.
Everyone apart from Fryer, who was on medium, but Fryer won the race.
What times was your softs?
No, he. Everyone else was on softs. Fry was on mediums. So yeah, I don't know how he did it, but he somehow won. Okay, let's wait for the start now. Pick up on fitness strategies. I bet everyone at the top 10 is starting the mediums, I bet.
Oh, sugar.
Oh wow, actually you got some hard runners outside the top 10.
Oh really? I did that last year and I deeply regretted it.
You got Salfera and Vitinho. You've got Matt who's gone to softs outside the top 10.
Wow.
And then so there's only 3 medium runners of Lucaria, Libanal, and Yormia. Vitinho and Salfera starting on hards, and then everyone else on softs. Well,
so interestingly enough, the drivers that have chosen the hard tyres, Salfera and Moutinho, I did this last season in Ero, and the only reason why I regretted it is because the hard tyres are so slow compared to the mediums and the softs. They are really slow. So it's kind of like, although you're waiting and you want to play the long game, the impatience really does get to you, because when you see the medium tyre runners absolutely streaking away from you and you can basically do nothing, it's not the greatest of feelings. But we'll see how it plays out for Salfera, who's obviously in P13, and Moutinho, who's going to start at the back. Besides that, Libano, Luke Lira and Yome going for the medium tyres. Sniper, unfortunately for him, that mistake in qualifying has meant that he's going to be down in P10 so it might be difficult for him to get his first race victory this season. But as we know, Baku throws up as many surprises as you could probably imagine. I don't know, predictions from the guys in the chat. What do you guys think is going to happen? Let me and JJ know in the comments. It will most definitely be an interesting race here.
But you've got to remember that Sniper's very aggressive on tyre strategy, because he can push the tyres way beyond what they're meant to be.
Yeah.
Because like soft 6 laps equals like 10 laps on them. So you never know, he might do an aggressive one stuff. On soft mediums usually.
Pretty big gaps here for some reason between RGB, Appen and Atapa.
Yeah. Oh, that's why, because Lewis is ahead of him for some reason. Atapa's got Lupus ahead of him for some reason, but okay.
Alright, do you want to do the start?
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Just waiting for everyone to get to the grid now. Martino nearly span out again, for God's sake. He started burning his tyres and nearly went into the wall. Like, honestly. Turn 1, Martino. Alright, so last car on the grid now is Vitinho, just waiting for the lights now when he gets into place. Get going for the F2 Baku race. Okay, I hope the lobby doesn't glitch.
Hopefully.
Hey! And we've got 1 light, 2 lights, we've got 4 lights, 5 lights! And we are way for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We're just going to hold the speed. No, Ken's coming inside! Ken got the better launch and Ken's got deep! And Ken's losing positions now! As Sunset goes to P2, side by side, 3 wide! I know, what Apple's had an absolute stormer into P3.
Yes, he has, and as we see that, Lupus at the moment is going to have a look up the inside of RGB, the Red Bull, but he chooses better of going up the inside of Tapper. Looks like he may have lost a position there. We'll have a look. Yes, he has. And Appen currently up from P5 to P3. Unfortunately for Ken, that move he made up the inside, quite similar to the one of Lewis Hamilton, is actually cost him.
Hey, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, he's down to, as much as it pains me to say, he's down to P4 currently. But it looks like guys are going to file behind each other one by one, because this, as we know, this middle sector is not a place where you want to be side by side.
Yeah, so Sniper also lost a position as well at the start. He's now P11 behind a medium runner, which might help his rail.
There's yellow flags, and somebody's in it's Houseman. I think he's gone straight on. He may have missed his breakings on, and he's chosen to go straight on and spare his front wing. We'll have to see, has he got any damage? No, it doesn't look like it.
Thankfully, he must have gone down a slip road. So for lap 1, it looks like we're going to have Wade now leading. You got Sunset, and then it's Appen P3. Ken obviously is going to be regretting that mistake massively. He's going to be trying his hardest to get back up.
And he might actually get that position. He's quite
Oh,
close.
Liam's literally a bit loose. This might RGB might get him here now. And here he comes.
And as we say that, Otappa's currently under a lot of pressure from Super Thomas, the championship leader, as it looks like RGB is Otappa coming into the pits? He might have damage. Otappa's dived into the box. He may have got wing damage on that first lap. Unfortunately for him, that is what the one thing you want to avoid. And the championship leader is going to drop to the back of the field. And as we were talking about that, Super Thomas has gone into the barrier. He's made contact there with Yomi. He's gone into the barrier. Fortunately, he's not out of the race, but his wing is most definitely long gone as a virtual safety car.
So this is just a saved Otappa, basically.
It definitely has, actually. It's probably minimised the damage a bit. It would have been a bit helpful if it came out a few seconds earlier.
Hello, Otappa has gone for hard.
Interesting. So he's looking to go to the end of this race.
Wow, that's a bit of a bold strategy. I would have easily done a two-stop here.
Very bold.
But hey, you never know. It's Baku and it might work out.
Oh, and the McLaren almost comes together with Ken. Very, very important to be quite patient under this virtual safety car. You don't want to lose your wing overcooking it in a braking zone, because the car behind is slowing down. And as we say that, Ken almost goes into the barrier on the right of the castle section. I wonder who is going to benefit from this virtual safety car, as at the moment the timings have still not fixed themselves. But Libano right on the back of Sniper.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, because you don't want to get a drive-through either, because Baku's one of those tracks, you get a drive-through, it's very hard to fight back.
Yeah, you really do need DRS around here because of how difficult it is to save DRS. And as we say that, Liam almost goes into the back of Ken, and the virtual safety car will probably be in very, very soon. And RGB gets a drive-through. Oh, no.
But as we were just saying this, as yellow flags.
And Mats.
Yeah. He got damage this time. Yes, he has end pit damage.
Oh, and RGB and Lupus are going wheel to wheel, and RGB with that drive-through penalty. Unfortunately for him, he's gonna probably feel very, very down and dejected about that. It might ruin his race unless it's a safety car. The timings have fortunately fixed themselves, and you can still see that Liam is quite close behind Ken, and currently Wage now pulling out in front.
Oh,
A
hello.
1 second gap to Sunset.
What was the Luca?
Oh, he's DNF'd.
Where? Not on the pit lane apparently, but okay.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where he's on the track. Oh, and as we say that, Sunset tags the barrier. Hopefully he's not got any damage on his front left end plate. We'll find out very, very soon if he does, because it's quite evident around this track, especially in the middle sector. But look, Lira's DNF'd. I have no idea how, but he's out of the race. That leaves us with 15, as currently Sunset maintaining that 1 second gap to Wagner out in front, who's lagging, I believe.
Oh no, please don't.
Yeah, and this is gonna cost. This might cost everybody behind, and Wagner disconnects.
Oh, I'm gonna get him quick.
So the race leader is disconnected, and hopefully we can get back in. But that means that Sunset is going to take the lead this race, and somehow Ken has lost positions. I think he's lost his wing. Yep, you can see he's got massive understeer. He would have made a mistake somewhere, it looks like, as Wagner is still going to continue to drop unless he can rejoin the session. But unfortunately for him, he's lagged out. It was looking promising after 3 laps. Obviously still with a long way to go for his first podium or his first points of the season, but you can see that Ken's got massive damage. He can't go flat out through that final sector, so Yomi and Sniper will get past as Ken's going to come into the box. And also, it's Wagner still just dropping.
RGB comes to pit through his drive-through too.
Yep, RGB coming to the pits for his drive-through, so that's going to be 2 positions net gain for basically everybody below that. Sniper going to find himself up into P6, I believe. And the timings are bugged again. I have no idea what is going on.
Hey, Wage's back.
Yes, fortunately for Wagner, he's back and he's lost a few places. But now this is at least going to spice the race up, because it seemed like he had some pretty good pace out in front. So can he revive what he had lost after disconnecting? Oh, and he's very deep on the brakes and they make contact. Oh, and he's spun out. That was all by himself. He spun out. He's out of the race. That's surely going to be a safety car.
His luck this season.
Yeah, that's a safety car.
His luck is unbearable.
Yeah, you heard him just cook up the throttle. There was no I even thought he made contact with somebody, but it was just him applying way too much throttle. Unfortunately for Wage now, it's going to be another race without points. The reigning F2 champion, it looks like, well, still with a very long way to go in the season, but it looks like he could be losing that title of his, as we are, I believe this is the 5th race of the season, and there's still going to be no points.
Yeah, so I'm curious, are the soft runners going to pit now?
Yeah, you
for a
have to box.
two-stop.
You have to box.
Like,
I don't even think a 2-stop. I think you box for the mediums and you go to the end.
Fair dude. Let's see what Sunset will do since he's leading this train.
As Waystar puts a straight face in the comments, and everybody's gonna dive into the box here.
Oh, Liam, that's so. Oh, Liam! Liam nearly hit the wall like he did in quali.
And Yoga's gonna continue rounds.
Because he's on the mediums.
Very, very interesting.
So he'll go for hards later on.
Or softs, we'll have to see. Or softs.
Oh, hello! Appen's gone for mediums.
Yep, Appen's gone for the medium tyres. I think that is actually the best way to go. The hard tyres are not fast at all around this track. Sniper goes for the medium, so does Lupus. There's a Tapper coming to the box. The Tapper's going to continue round on those hard tyres. Libanal comes in for the hards also. So both Mercedes currently on the hard tyres. The Constructors' Championship leaders, they're going to run 9 and 10. Ken, after taking that damage to his front wing, is now back into play on those medium tyres. He's P11. RGB also had a drive-through penalty, P12. So the grid looks fairly backwards. You've got Coutinho, who started dead last, currently in 3rd position. And these guys are going to be going very, very long on this stint, so we are in for a very entertaining race. It's going to be a battle of really strategies. The guys on the hard tyres are looking to go long, the guys on the mediums are looking to go all the way to the end, so we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen.
Yeah, so as I said before the race started, it's Baku, anything can happen, and this is proving. Because you've got Yomi, Selfero, and Coutinho, who started outside the top 10 in the top 3. And then you've got the Sunsets, who's already in a net P1 at the moment when these guys have to pit. So you never know what's going to happen now. He's very happy in the F2 chat as well, have you seen?
0 FFB, 0.
You can tell which word he wanted to say.
I think he means force feedback. Let me check the ERO chat.
No, I don't think you want to say the word out loud on the stream is what I mean. Low-key.
Oh.
Yeah, don't say it out.
0.
Yeah, don't.
This picture's quite funny though, to be fair. Yeah, unfortunate for Wage now, 0 points for him. I think really what, at least from my point of view, what he needs to really just focus on, I'm sure he knows himself anyways, is just the traction, because he just spun it up. He got a bit greedy on the throttle there, and that is what sent him out of this race. But it will come where his pace is going to show and he gathers some type of consistency, and he'll be back on the podium. But he just needs to be a bit more patient, and like I said, I'm sure that time will come. But until then, currently Yomir in the Alpine leading this race from South Era, and Coutinho in the top 3. I wonder what Coutinho is thinking he can do in this race at the moment. Sunset in P4 and Liam Cross in P5. It's funny because Liam Cross is his name on PlayStation isn't Liam Cross, but because it's basically Cross Liam, and I know his name's Liam Cross, I say Liam Cross. But anyways, the McLaren driver currently in P5 on the hards, and then from there you've got a 3-car convoy of Appen, Lupus, Sniper on the medium tyres, Libanal choosing to go for the hards, Otapa, who'd been out on the hards after I think he took damage on lap 2. So those two looking to go to the end. Ken on the mediums, RGB, Super Thomas, and Mats in P14.
Yeah, so as you've said, the grid's completely shortcut now. You don't know who's going to win this race, who's going to get to the end, who's going to pit again. Is anything else going to happen? Is a safety car going to happen? We don't know.
We absolutely have no idea.
Because this has just brought a few brand new shakes to the race, and I don't mean anyone was actually Yomi was going to lead on lap 6. And then obviously both hard runners to be in the top 3. Tino's just thinking where he can spin all that, as usual. I heard that. I heard that little chuckle.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do. Hopefully he doesn't, to be honest. It'll be a brilliant result for him if he can make it happen.
Well, you got a podium 2 weeks ago when you did do commentary. Because he at China? Yes, China. But obviously because he doesn't have a teammate this time that can carry him, so it's obviously shown more of his skills this season with Coutinho. But the safety car should be in this lap. Everyone's in line, everyone's waiting. Yay, there we go. The safety car is in this lap, and then obviously Yomi will control the field now. And let's see how his restart will be.
You can see there from the position changes who is where. Obviously the top three haven't yet to box, but the guys on the hard tyres, this is going to be very interesting to see their pace in the early stages. Can they get those tyres heated up? Can Yomi potentially check out in front, as he's got 4 drivers on the hard tyres between him and Appen, really the next guys on the mediums? And like I said, I think right now towards the end, I think the medium's actually the better tyre to go to. We're going to watch Yomi as he's going to prepare, and there he goes. He goes, and we look behind, and it looks like there's a massive cluster of cars here. You can see just in front it's Lupus and Appen looking to go around the outside of Liam Cross, and he does get the move done. Ooh. He makes it stick, and Appen really, you can show him that those medium tyres are the tyres to be on. Coutinho's lost 2 positions in 2 corners. Appen's gone around the outside of Coutinho also, so we're going to run a ball with a Haas driver and see whether he can make up more places. RGB's lost some positions at the back, and he's currently now running in dead last, and this is looking very, very good for Appen at the moment.
Liam tried to move left, but Lupus was there because he tried to overtake Coutinho, and then Lupus has got huge damage now.
And yeah, Lupus is going to lose another position to Sniper, and he's probably going to lose another position to both Mercedes drivers who are queuing up to overtake. Unfortunately for Lupus, he's got damage, and Appen is flying at the moment on those medium tyres, just really showing how slow those hard tyres are at the moment. We're going to run on board with him as he's only a 10th behind the cars, and he actually had a little look there on the inside of Sunset. Really just needs to be patient. He needs to be patient, and I'm sure he'll get the position. Try not to make any mistakes, because at the moment he's in a brilliant position to win this race, as he's got 2 drivers on the hards between him and Sniper, who's currently P7. Obviously Yomi out in front, still yet to box, but Appen at the moment is the man on a mission, and hopefully for his sake he can pull off these clean overtakes and really get on into the distance.
Further back 11 hours, no overtakes Lupus, who's still struggling with his ring damage. Both nerves to get past him. Yeah, but I know that's going to be important because Coutinho wasn't using any ERS on the straight, Lee moved left, and obviously Lupus couldn't move out the way. So, yeah, wow. That's going to be interesting to watch.
And Appen, and ooh, what happens? He's touched the barrier on the left. I hope he's not got damage, but Appen and Sunset nose to tail, and it should be a fairly easy move. Sunset's going to go defensive, and there's yellow flags in the final set, so it looks like there's a McLaren. The Houseman's out of the race, and there's going to be a safety car. There is.
Oh, yes! As Liam was just about to take over Coutinho, but he backed out.
Oh, I think maybe the Mercedes boys should have come into the box for the mediums there, as Lupus comes in to change his wing, so he will be revived here, as does RGB. So Houseman looks like he crashed out in that very tricky final sector. It's very easy to lose the rear there, or get a bit of understeer, and RGB's putting on the soft tyres.
Oh,
he may not have had a new set of mediums actually, because he's already pit twice, I believe.
Unless he's going to go around and put mediums on.
This is his second stop. What tyres did he start on? We'll see what position he started in. He started in the top 10, so he started on the softs, and he put on the mediums, and he's put back on the soft tyres. Interesting. We'll see how that plays out. But unfortunately for Appen, his charge is stalled because of that safety car, so he's going to stay in P4. This will help the medium runners even more, by the way. So they will have absolutely no issue getting to the end of this race on the medium tyres, and that really made me think about whether or not the hard runners would have considered boxing, but I'm sure you guys will see the difference in pace between the mediums and the hards as the race pans out. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll have to wait to find out. We're not even at half distance in this race yet.
Yeah, obviously you don't know what's going to happen, as it says. So Coutinho just dropped like a stone at the restart.
Yeah, that would have been the hards.
Yeah, but obviously South Ferro was flying.
Yeah, I think really it was tyre temperatures. Maybe Coutinho didn't get those tyres up to where he wanted to, and obviously because he was the first car in the queue of hard tyre runners, he basically took the brunt of the let's say the what's the word? Oh my god. Let's say the brunt of the damage from the drivers on better mediums and hards. Yeah, South Ferro has to. Yeah, you have to get rid of those hards, in my opinion, and put on the medium tyres.
So, but I'll say one thing. Do you know on the straights,
Sniper in the box as well. Yeah.
Coutinho wasn't using any. He wasn't using any ERS at all. So cars are passing him so easily. He wasn't even challenging them.
To be fair, it's so hard to harvest ERS. You probably save about 4% per lap. So maybe Coutinho was thinking of the long game there. Because yeah, like I said, you save around 4% per lap, which is effectively nothing. So unless there's a safety car like we have now, or you're coming into the box, then it's very difficult to harvest ERS. And as you saw there, South Ferrer and Sniper came to the box, and Sniper's put on hard tyres.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Unless he's going to go around and go for mediums, which is quite surprising knowing Sniper.
That is very surprising he's putting in hard tyres, because I feel like that safety car has really helped all the medium runners.
Yeah, because he started in the top 10, so he's on softs. He's then picked it for medium. Wow, that's okay. Unless he knows something we don't, but alright.
Maybe he had damage. He might have picked up some wing damage on the lap behind the safety car there.
I missed that. Tapper's actually pitted as well.
Yes, he has for the mediums. Yep, so Tapper's gone off. He's binned the hard tyres and put in the mediums. That is going to be a very smart move, in my opinion, to the end. Currently, there's only 5 drivers still on the hard tyres. 2 of those are yet, or 1 of those rather, are yet to box. Obviously, as who was it? It was Coutinho and somebody else. South Ferrer.
Yeah, South Ferrer pitted. He's P9 now, so he's got a great chance.
Yep, and Coutinho only a few cars further up the road and is on the hard tyres. So unfortunately, it's not looking like it's going to work out for Coutinho at this point in the race. But like I said, still a very long way to go.
Is it going to come in this lap, as I'm wondering now, the safety car?
Should be this lap.
Yay, it is. So Yomi yet again will control the field. And this time he has Sunset behind him though. Not South Ferrer, so Sunset obviously has a chance.
Yeah, I'd say watch for Appen. That'll be critical in this phase of the race. If Appen can get the jump on Sunset and Yomi and pull away, then it will be very difficult for Ken, Super Thomas and South Ferrer to keep up, and then the rest of the hard tyre runners. But also I say keep an eye on Coutinho, as he had a very poor restart last time out. We'll wait to see when Yomi decides to jump.
Coutinho is not warming his tyres up, so he's taking a huge gamble.
And Yomi's gone already. So Coutinho's going to have Liam Cross putting him under pressure. We're going to watch it going into turn 1. Is Liam Cross going to go for the dive? But up the inside, yes he is. Coutinho breaks pretty early, and Appen and Sunset going wheel to wheel, and Appen goes up the inside and he makes it stick.
Just made it.
So some pretty important battles going on all over the track. Tapper's lost positions there, unfortunately for him. And you've got Lupus at the moment on the back of South Ferrer. Is he going to make a move? Sunset looking very close behind Appen there to get the position back, and South Ferrer and Lupus going wheel to wheel. Lupus going to try around the outside and he gets the position. Super Thomas only attempt by Libna. Looked like he had a little look up the inside there, thought better of it. And it looks like we've got things stabilizing a little bit. But South Ferrer almost going into the back of Lupus, and RGB on these soft tyres. He's going to want to get racy as soon as possible.
Yeah, so see, Appen's now got a great chance to take the lead now, since he's on fresher medium from Yomi and he's all over him already. But obviously he might have to pit again, because his medium's going to be very dead at the end.
Who? Appen?
Yeah, Appen obviously he's on 4 lap olds already and he's got 16 laps to go.
I think he'll be perfectly alright, especially as a few of those laps were under the safety car. But like I said, you have to wait to find out. At the moment, the gaps are looking fairly consistent. At the moment, it's Appen on the charge. He wants to get the position from Yomi. It looks like he could make it stick. Yomi having considerably more ERS and Appen aggressively using his ERS. Interestingly enough, it should be enough. They're going to go wheel to wheel though down this back straight. Appen's actually going to start to derate, so he might not even get the jump.
No, Appen's got a more straight line speed, it seems. He's
derating now though. He's derating. Appen derating as he used so much ERS on that lap, and you've got Libano and Coutinho going wheel to wheel, and Libano gets past.
And Coutinho don't dive back.
And you've got Super Thomas looking around the outside, and the fact that he's built out might give Ken an opportunity. RGB gets past South Ferrer there. We're going to watch this as... and somebody dived up the inside, and it was South Ferrer. Wow, they've somehow managed to avoid contact. I have no idea how. They've stayed away from each other. Fortunately there, you've got Appen, who's only 2 tenths still behind Yomi, so Yomi managing to stay out in front. Sorry for the switches there. But you've got cars, really, this massive train here behind Coutinho and Libana on the hard times. Coutinho's going to struggle a lot, really. He should have boxed off of those hard tires. I'm not sure what he's thinking. Super Thomas gets out of shape. Unfortunately, he's reset to track.
Yeah, that's a penalty.
He's reset to track. Unfortunately for Wood, yeah, massive penalty. Yeah, slam dunk as well. Unfortunately, he was caught on the stream, so there's no way he's going to get away with that. But he's now down to P12.
He just did what Wage now, that he hit too much throttle and he just span out. But Yomi holding off Appin is helping Sunset, who's going to get DRS if he can keep this gap. Obviously, this will help Sunset, obviously, since he's going to the end. Appin's done on the inside, and that... What turn is that? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think there's 20 corners around this chat, so maybe turn 17.
No, that's called the Vettel-Hamilton corner, alright?
Oh, God, yeah, we'll go with that.
Works out perfectly. Yeah, but Appin is too aggressive, and he's lost time now, because it's now 5 tenths.
Yeah, I think he really needs to be on his way though, because you really need to pull a gap for the medium-sized truck. He's using so much ERS. Surely this is going to backfire.
You talk about ERS. Look at Liam.
Oh wow!
Liam's yeah. That's further. Ken's going for a move on the outside. Coutinho.
Is he going to make it stick? I think he will. He keeps it. Oh, he goes off track. Will he ask him to give it back? No, he just about gets it done. And Coutinho's still dropping positions. Like I said, I have no idea why he didn't pit off those hard tyres, but he's still on the hards, and he's going to find himself much lower than P7 in a few laps' time, as everybody behind him is on newer tyres.
Yeah, but look at the gap now. South Fair is all the rear of these two in the mediums now.
And Super Thomas and Sniper going wheel to wheel through the final corner, and it looks like Sniper might just keep the position. Or no, Super Thomas gains the position. So I'm not sure who's gained there, but it's a good battle going on out at the back at the moment.
Yeah, so Appin's getting hindered massively because Yomi's holding up, and now the hard one is caught up now in DRS range.
Yeah, I think Appin's going to be in a bit of trouble. I think really the key was to get past Yomi as soon as possible. Yeah. But now, he'll get DRS now on this lap though, so he will be able to make the critical overtake. Whether or not he can pull away out in front is another question. We'll have to wait and find out. Currently Sunset's still in P3, so he's managing to retain his position. We'll get that up at the moment. So Sunset and Liam Cross currently in the same position. Yomi yet to box, so still quite a few positions to be changed here as Appin goes a little bit wide. I wonder if he would have got a penalty. I think he's probably getting a bit too close before the DRS. You don't actually need to be this close. He could potentially lose out to Sunset behind when Sunset looks to deploy that DRS himself, but he'll get past Yomi very quickly. Appin's
they're gonna have no DRS he's front to.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to use that much ERS when you've got a DRS, but we're going to watch Sunset behind. Is he going to look for a move himself as a tapper, and positions are changing in the midfield? And it looks like South Ferrer's going to go around the outside of Lupus, and Ken's gained the position there as Libanon's gone off the track, so he's got out of shape. A lot going on at the moment. Very hard to follow, but you've got a few cars battling here. Sunset's right on the back of Yomi. Is Yomi going to lose another position here on lap 13? Sunset goes up the inside. They're going to go wheel to wheel, and they bang wheels.
Yomi hit the wall.
Yeah, he does hit the barrier.
And he takes position.
Hopefully he's not got any damage or anything too significant there. Liam Cross smelling an opportunity also to get past South Ferrer, only 4 tenths behind as a tapper goes up the inside of Coutinho. Like I said, it's still dropping like a fly. And surely RGB is going to try and move around the outside. Yes, he is. Coutinho just... no, he doesn't. Unfortunately, he can't hold it. Coutinho's losing so many positions at this point in the race. But we'll leave him alone because we don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, but you might want to watch Ken, because look how he's been released by Coutinho. Look how quick he's caught them off.
And also you can see that Appin now is pulling away from Sunset on the hard tyres. The gap out front 1.3 seconds. That is very race critical for him, as Super Thomas and Sniper still swapping places at the back of the grid. And you can see also Liam Cross on the back of Yomi, so you could have 3 cars going into turn 1, or at least 2 cars going into turn 1 side by side here, as Ken's got a very good exit. He's going to get a double slipstream down this back straight.
Yeah, but Sunset doesn't have to worry about Appin too much, because he's just going to watch his tyres now. Yeah. Appin obviously is going to be on the very edge of his tyres. So let's see if this freeway battle is going to happen now. That says DRS now. No one using DRS. Here comes Liam to the inside.
And as we said, that Yomi is derating. Is Ken going to look for a move? No, he's not. As it looks like Libanon and Lucas also swapping positions. Yep, he gets a much better exit. Oh, but Yomi trying to hold it around the outside, and
wow,
Ken having to take to the curb. You really don't want to take that inside curb. You lose a lot of time. So Yomi is going to gain that. He's gained that position back. So good battle in there from the man in P4.
Yeah, Liam lost a little bit of time out next to turn 1, and then obviously Yomi got boxed in because he was right behind him. So that's why Ken managed to catch right back up to him. But wow, so this race, you don't know what's going to happen still.
Yeah, still a long way. Oh, and there's car switching places. Is Ken and Yomi going side by side. And oh, they just managed to stay out of the barrier. Oh, and that's going to present an opportunity for Lupus. Is he going to try and go for both? Is he going to go inside? Yes, he does. Or surely not. Oh, and he gets the move. They make contact, but he gets past. And Ken and Yomi making contact again. This is just going to push them further and further back down the field. Ooh. And South Ferrer has to brake early to avoid Libanard. He's early on the brakes to avoid Ken. So a very, very big train forming up behind Yomi at the moment.
What an optimistic move by Lupus there. Like, you didn't expect 2 cars in that bit. But he managed it work, but they might get reported, you never know. But hey, he's literally got 1.7 away. Yomi is struggling now on his mediums.
We're about to have... Oh, and Libanor gets massively out of shape, but he manages to keep it together. He was about to get to the barrier.
But now a tap has been released now.
Yeah, and also we're gonna have about 4 cars going 4 abreast into turn 1, but Libanor spinning out unfortunately has meant that's not gonna happen. But it should be a very easy overtake for Ken, but he's got damage and he's coming into the box.
Oh, is a Tapper gonna make a move?
I think he will, and yes, he does go for it. I trust the Tapper to go for that move, and he makes it stick.
Wow!
Brilliant move from the championship leader. He's up into P6,
and he should get the he can still get the DRS from Yomi, who's still going in those mediums. I see the Thomas. Oh, he tires and pits. RGB's in the pits for mediums and a front wing change. Ken's for mediums and front wing. So it looks like it's just going to see who can manage the tyres the best now to the end.
Yeah, I think the gap at the moment out front, 1.8 seconds, that would not be enough for Appen to maintain his lead. Really, what he's looking for is about 3 to 3.5 and 4 seconds to really maintain that advantage out in front. Otherwise, the hard tyres will be better at the end, but the gap currently 2.1 seconds, so he's taken about 4 attempts, and Yomi's gone deep. Unfortunately for Tapper, he couldn't really capitalise there. Yeah,
but Yomi's just making a train at this point, and everyone behind him's got much better ERS.
Yeah.
So Yomi has to pit because his tyres are dead. Vitinho is still going. And I don't even know what he's doing at this point. But
well, he'll have significantly better tyres, but he's going to be a whole pit stop behind. So
yeah,
that's why I was just a bit confused that he didn't box under the safety car. But like I said, we'll wait to see how things play out.
Tapper's got
rear of Yomi. Yeah,
he got a better exit.
And he could actually present an opportunity to South Ferry, who's going to get a double slipstream down this straight. As Tapper's going to pull out very, very early from the slipstream and probably overtake way before the corner. So like I said, this could really benefit South Ferry. And yeah, you can have a look at South Ferry now. He's got the slipstream and he's gaining on both of the drivers. He's going to get past Yomi. Is he going to look for him at the inside of a Tapper? No, he doesn't. But Yomi's still fighting around the outside, but the position is long, long gone.
Yeah, but Tapper's got a great chance because he's got huge ERS compared to South Ferry. So if he can get out the DRS, he's got a goal opportunity for maybe even a podium today. If he can keep this up. Which would be an absolute sensational podium since he's just had podium galore.
Yes, he has. And let me just have a look at the championship standings just to see who currently would be in the best position to challenge Tapper. It looks like there's nobody above him. Sunset currently who's on 28 points and only 24 points behind Tapper is the man in P2. So whether or not he can take the race victory here and really put some more pressure on Tapper, we'll have to wait and see. Still 10 laps to go in this race here in Baku.
Yeah, but remember, Sunset's going to have better tyres at the end, so when Appin's tyres are going to start dropping off in the next 5 laps. So he's just going to manage the gap now and just keep up to him.
Yeah, really, it's about consistency.
Libanow is now all the rear of Yolme, and he's figured of a move there, but he just didn't back out, and he's going to go for DRS, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say going for a move up there is almost suicide. Somebody will go into the barrier. Yeah. Oh, Libanow gets out of shape again on the curb, but this will be an easy overtake for the Mercedes driver. That will put on to P7.
And I'm going to see if Lubis can actually get past Liam now. He's using all the EVRS. Here he comes. And he's going side by side to the outside and takes P3.
And they're both derating, so both of them well into their ERS as Libanow gets past Yomi, and Yomi comes into the box.
So Tapper's going to be rubbing his hands when he realises what's ahead of him.
Yes, he is. Tapper's in for a very good opportunity at a podium here. We'll see, because the gap between Lupus and Sunset is 4 seconds. Sunset very, very comfortably showing his pace at the moment as Ken does the fastest lap. The gap between the top two, 3.2 seconds. So Appen is really pulling it out to where he wants it to be. But will it be enough? We'll have to find out. Liam Cross still only 4 tenths behind Lupus, as they've got the championship leader bearing down on him. Now has got himself into DRS range, and with a very healthy amount of ERS, hopefully he can keep it clean and make this a three-way battle for the final podium position.
And remember, he has the quicker tyre out of them as well, so he has a golden opportunity to get. If he can just stick in their DRS, that's all he needs to do. Since these two are going to be derating a lot now, since they're battling. I don't think they even realise how close he is at this point. They're battling so hard between each other. But hey, so obviously Sunset is 3 seconds behind Appen now. I'm sure that was 3.2.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it's quite consistent at the moment. We'll wait to see. I think it will probably start to come down in the next 5 laps or so, depending on what Appen can do in regards to his consistency. We'll have a look at the ERS. They're both very similar on ERS as well. Sunset using a little bit more, actually. Sunset's really in the base of his... Oh, no, that's not Sunset, so that's Lupus. Appen's coming to the box. Wow.
As Liam has now got no ERS, I'm going to chase Appen go for something. He's gone for mediums again. So this is a Tapper could actually have P2 in this race.
He could win this race.
If he can get past the cars ahead of him as quickly as possible.
Yeah, if he can actually get after Sunset. He's on the hards. And Appen coming out in P8, not actually too far behind the leaders. I wonder what he can do on those new mediums.
Hey, low-key, look who hasn't pitted in P9.
Yeah, still with Tina. He's probably waiting for a safety car now.
Yeah, but he's already too late. The tap is all over the rear. Is he all near?
In the pits.
No, it's not!
Oh, that's in the final sector.
Wow.
I think.
I don't know. I can't see his car anywhere. Unless his car's got deleted straight away.
So, depending on how long this is out for, personally, if I'm Sunset, I think I put on the mediums. Actually, no. Yeah, but Coutinho has the box.
No, you know what Coutinho's doing. He's gonna, I'm going for a safety car in 2 laps. Like, no.
Yeah, he has the box now. Even if he does, the safety car does come out. He's still going to be last.
Yeah, he has to pay for softs, if anything. As wow, that was quick. But it looks like Sunset did not get the good restart because he's lost a bit of time.
Liam hasn't got a good restart either. The gap between Lupus and Liam is over a second now. So Liam was very, very tentative on his delta, and that is going to cost him 3rd position, as Otapa is going to come streaming past once he can activate that DRS. Is Mercedes versus McLaren here at this point in the race, and the DRS is open, and you know Otapa's going to go for the move. Is Liam going to go defensive to the inside? No, he stays to the right. Otapa goes to the inside, and he makes it stick.
Yep, so Otapa is only 5 seconds behind the leader at this point.
This man needs to be in Ero F1. What's going on here?
No, he'll stop beating everyone's ass and everyone whinge about him.
Oh, but Liam Cross looks like he could come back at Tapper. Is this Tapper going to go defensive, and is he even going to go up the inside? No, he thinks better.
Appin's overtaking Tapper's teammates, and he's
Appen is really not far off the lead, and he's got a lot better tyres than everybody else. So maybe this was a masterstroke from Appen, going medium on his strategy.
Just let you know, Coutinho did not pit.
Well, yeah, he's going to stay out and do whatever he's doing.
Do a 0 stop.
But Appen is at the moment the man to watch, because in the next few laps, when the medium tyres really start to drop off, he's on fresh mediums. I wonder what he can do in this race. Can he find his way onto the podium? Could he win the race? Surely not. Coutinho just about a second behind Lupus, and he's able to use that ERS to really get into that DRS zone. And if he does, he will be after Sunset very, very soon.
There's only one thing about Appen I think that might hinder him. His ERS amount he's burning a lot to catch up to the cars ahead of him. Because he's only on 20% off at the start of the straight. So, meanwhile, Tapper is on 60.
Yeah, so Tapper managing this very, very well.
So I think that's the only thing that might happen later in the race, because if he can get past these cars, he might struggle to keep them back, is what I'm thinking. But hey, we're going to see how it goes, since they're both at DRS. Appin's got no ERS now.
Yeah, nor does Lupus. He's literally on 1%, so Appin does the fastest lap. And Lupus goes deep, and he's D-rating. That light is going to be a sight for Otappa's eyes, and he's going to absolutely cruise past Lupus before turn 3. Absolutely no chance for Lupus to defend that position.
He let him pass. So now Sunset's going to hold him off for 6 laps, because he's got 4 seconds to get Otappa.
Interesting, man. And Sunset's actually got less ERS as well. If I'm Sunset right now, I'm not using my ERS for the next 4 laps, even though that probably won't save him much. It might just be enough to maintain that P1, and as a Otappa is using the inside curb there.
I think Salvador got bumped in the rear by Appin.
Yeah, Appin's absolutely flying at the moment. He's going to go for a move up the inside. He might just about send it. No, he thinks better of it.
Yeah, I just cut to Salfero and he's going flying forward and Appin's behind him. I feel like he might be bumped from the rear. But hey, we're going to see how it goes. But Appin's just stuck behind him now. Doesn't have, he's got a hard run ahead as well. Oh, not a move here. Not a move here.
He's going to try it.
Appin's pushing him. Oh, God.
They're going to go side by side. And this is going to end well. No. Oh, and Salfero just stays on the barrier. He's got damage.
No, yeah, he got damage. Oh, no, he didn't. Actually, I thought he did. It looked like it. Unless he got floor damage from that. It looked like it was a bit of debris coming off a car.
Yeah, Appin, that was a very... he didn't need to do that, but I guess he's a man on a mission as Yome leaves the session. Appin is a man on a mission at the moment. He's currently got absolutely no ERS, and there's quite a few cars with no ERS, surprisingly. Sunset is also one of those guys. Otappa's taken out 3 attempts on him on the last lap. I wonder if Otappa can take another... Oh, no, his first race victory.
Yeah, I was going to say...
This is first.
Yeah, it's second, and he's had second and third all season. He hasn't any first yet.
Yeah, the championship leader that is yet to win a race. Here, he could become the 4th race winner in Ero F2 if he's got the pace over the next 5 laps to really catch Sunset, who's on those hard tyres. Obviously 4 laps older, but the hard tyres are lasting a lot longer. We'll see what type of pace he can do. But as we talk about that, Appin has taken 7 attempts out of Liam in one sector. So really, we can't even count Appin out of this. He's absolutely on a march on those new medium tyres. He's lapping about a second a lap faster than everybody else on the track. So we'll have to wait and see how things are going to play out over the next 3 laps or so. Otappa taking a further 2 attempts out of Sunset.
Yeah, you'd be thankful enough Latino finally pitted for softs. So he's now dead last. But okay, and as you said, obviously Appin's much quicker in the sector 2, obviously, but then sector 3 it just kills him a lot. He loses a bit of time. Oh, please, he's not going to go for another move.
Oh no! Appin, don't do it. Yes. Oh, and he's going to the rear of Liam. But fortunately, he doesn't go into the barrier. But has he got wing damage from that?
No, it doesn't look like it, unless he got lime green damage.
He's literally pushing him around the track. Fortunately, Liam didn't go into the barrier on the right, and Otappa takes a further 4 attempts out of Sunset. I don't think it'll be enough at this rate to get to Sunset, but Sunset's probably using a lot more of his ERS. Yes, he is. Sunset's at the bottom of his ERS, and Appin's going to make an easy move up the inside of Liam. He doesn't even need to use his ERS. It's quite frustrating to see guys using ERS when they don't need to, but he's gaining the position, and Liam has absolutely defenses against that, and Sniper's about to get past South Ferrer also, and Appin is penalty.
Oh no! Well, Appin's going to have to absolutely push out of his life now. Wow. With 4 laps to go, that might have just cost his podium aspirations. Wow, but Otappa is just not gaining enough time.
Yeah.
Sunset's holding them up brilliantly on the hards. But I'm curious when Otappa's tyres might start dying. Same with Sunset. I'm going to have to try to put the warnings of the top 2. I'm not going to say anything. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to say this. Otappa is had a clean race.
To be fair, it looks like he's had a pretty clean race, as Libanal and Ken are switching positions, and somebody made a mistake there.
Ooh. But I'm curious, is Sniper going to actually get anywhere near the guys ahead of him now? Whoa, what's happening to Lupus? Lupus has got Appen and Liam all over him now.
Yeah, something must have happened there to the AlphaTauri driver, and it looks like Appen could pick up another position. Obviously, he's got a penalty, but if he can get past, he may be able to pull away on those much fresher mediums.
Yeah, he's much better in Sector 2 and 3, but it's when Sector 1 really hurts to have no ERS. Yeah, he's just going to be, I think, just a bit too far to make a move here. Yeah, it's just going to stick, and he's going to try and hope for the second ERS.
But Liam is also still sniffing an opportunity behind.
Yeah, but then obviously don't count Sniper out as well. He's catching slowly. Obviously, he's a much fresher horn than the guys ahead of him. Here
we go. The battle for P3, and Lupus just lets him pass, basically.
Yeah, I don't think I think he knows the penalty, so he's not going to fight him. Oh, he's going back at him! And Liam's going to try and sneak on the inside. Oh my word! Wait a minute. Attackbus just broke the last 3 seconds now. I wonder if Sunset's tyres are starting to go off.
They shouldn't. The hard should be alright for 17 laps. But he could be feeling the pressure with only 3 laps to go. He's leading the race, and this will be his first race victory. I'm not sure if it'll be his first victory in ERO. I think in F2.
In F2 it will be. F3 won races. F2 will be first.
So this would be Sunset's first victory in ERO F2. Can he keep it on the track and keep a tapper behind? He's currently making places as both Alfa Romeos switch positions in that middle sector. But if you look at the timings, the cars are quite close from P4 down to P8.
Sniper is on the case now. He's only literally a 1.3 away from Liam Lupus.
Yeah, these two guys are derating, and Sniper's got a lot more ERS.
So, 3 more laps to go, and the gap's 2.5.
As Liam gets past Lupus.
Yep. As the Appen is just checking out, like you said. But he's going to have a huge risk to hold his podium now, obviously.
Yeah, I think his best bet is these guys battling and actually keeping...
Sniper.
Yeah, and keeping Sniper behind, because at this point, Appen and Liam might start taking time off each other. I'm not Appen and Liam, sorry. Liam and Lupus could start taking time off each other, and this will benefit Appen. He's got the penalty.
Attackbus just took 5 tenths off.
Yep, it looks like Sunset may be coming under pressure now, because he's just lost about 1.5 seconds in the last lap, and it looks like Attackbus, the man on the march. Can both or one of these drivers take their first victory this season in ERO F2? The championship leader yet to win a race. The gap 1.6 seconds, and Sunset's struggling. Has he got damage?
No, Sunset just made a mega mistake in Castle there.
Yeah, so there's clammy hands coming into play at the moment. Sunset really starting to buckle with 2 laps to go. After he crosses the start-finish line, he'll have 2 more tours around the track, and then that would be it. That would be his first victory in ERO. He's managed to save in F2, so he's managed to save up some ERS at least. So it will be a battle. You've got Liam Cross still managed to stay behind Appen. I think Appen may have made a mistake there.
Yeah, but Attacker is going to be in DRS. He has to be next lap. If he's going to make a move, he has to be in DRS by next lap. And
you've got Ken also coming up the back of Sniper, who's on the hard tyres, but Sniper with a lot more ERS, and also with the DRS. Actually, you can see, and there's yellow flags, and there's a Red Bull's RGBs out.
Yeah, so no safety cars. We've only got 3 laps to go, so nothing will come out now.
And as we see that, and there's 2, and Ken goes up the inside. He actually hits Sniper up the rear, so Sniper manages to defend the position, but Lupus loses the position. Actually, Sniper gets past Lupus, and Ken and Lupus going wheel to wheel, and unfortunately he doesn't get past Lupus himself. The gap out in front 1.3 seconds at the moment. Lupus has lost the position there. He was the man running in P2, but those medium tyres really fall into bits, whilst everybody else has managed to at least take care of the tyres a little bit better. Sniper up into P5 now.
Sniper can take the podium if he keeps this up.
He can, and you can see that Appen's really not able to pull away. Has Appen got damage on those new medium tyres?
Well, look, he has no front wing unless he's got damage on the side. Tapper's lost 3 tenths.
So it looks like the race out in front is going down to the last lap, but at the moment Sunset has got the advantage.
Liam still hanging on to Appen, so this could bring him his podium this season. Would it be his first podium? Yes, it would for the McLaren driver. So hopefully for his... Oh, but Otappa's taking time now out of Sunset. He's used a bit of his DRS to do so, though.
If Otappa can get DRS, he might have a chance in the next bit.
I don't think he will get into the DRS zone, though.
Yeah, Sunset's got more DRS, so yeah, he's now starting to pull away. Yeah, Otappa's run out. Yeah,
and Ken is pushing Lupus around the track. Unfortunately for Otappa, he had to use some DRS. It looked like he made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, Appen has damage, surely he has damage because he's struggling mightily on those new mediums. And it looks like these two guys are going to go side by side into turn one. Appen goes to the left, but it's going to be a very easy move for the McLaren driver, and Appen will be defenseless. Oh, and he goes into his rear. Is that going to cost him? And he's really pushing him around the track, and Lupus and Ken switching places, and they make contact, and Lupus is round. He's got massive damage. I think his wing is gone.
Yeah, he's got no front wing, so he's out.
So that's a shame for Lupus.
So F2 is going to be fun. Better ahead, Appen just can't get past him yet. And Liam is going to hold it off, but obviously it might hurt him on the last straight.
Yep, and you can see the gap out in front, 1.1 seconds. Sunset has only got a few more corners really to hang on and keep Otappa out of that DRS zone. Is he going to make it happen? Otappa is definitely going to take some time out of that corner. We'll see what the gap is like after they come through the castle section. One of these drivers is going to get their first victory this season. Who is it going to be? Sunset looks like he's got a little bit out of shape on the exit there. The gap is, it's just over 1 second. Otappa's sliding at the rear, so his tyre's not in the best of shape. So it could be the race victory for Sunset unless something crazy is about to happen here. And at the moment, Sunset still managing to keep it clean. Otappa very, very aggressive in the final sector. He's in that DRS zone, but I don't think it's going to be enough at the moment. Sunset's got enough ERS to defend, so it looks like it's going to be Sunset taking his first victory here in Ero F2 as he's gonna, Otappa's D-rating, yep. So that will be that. So it's going to be the Aston Martin driver taking his first victory of this season and becoming the fourth victor here in Ero F2. He comes across the line and he wins in Baku, and we watch Appen to see if he can get past Liam Cross on the line. I don't think it's going to happen. He's not got enough ERS, so it looks like this is going to be the finishing position. But obviously Appen's got a 3-second time penalty, so that will promote Sniper up to P4, Ken up to P5.
Oh wow.
And South Africa coming across the line to finish P7, Lebanon P8. Coutinho, unfortunately, he failed to capitalise under the safety car. For some reason, he stayed out on the hards, and he's going to finish P9, still take at least 2 points. As Lupus, unfortunately for him, is going to trickle home with no front wing and take the final point here in Baku.
So, as you said, you know what's going to happen. So, we had another victor again. So, wow. So, wow. I can't believe that actually happens.
Let me see F2 chat.
It hasn't actually gone off that badly yet. I think Liam thinks he's going to get reported, so Sniper might get P3, he thinks. Wow. But no.
No, he's not.
Look, yeah. Both me and you had the same reason, like no. So, obviously, Sunset wins his first race in F2. Obviously, after a brilliant drive holding off Otappa, you get another podium to add to the collection. You got Liam getting his first podium. Then you got Sniper, again, having to get a contact to come back fighting. And then you have Ken, P5, Appen, P6, who had a 3-second time penalty. You have Self-Error, P7, P8 for Libanau, P9 for Coutinho, who is not getting invited to the conference because he's a dickhead. Lupus, P10, RGB, P11, Yomi, P12, Super Thomas, Max, Wagner, and the Gray all finish off the grid. So I'm going to invite them now, low-key. So give me 2 seconds.
So congratulations there to Sunset taking his first victory this season. That will elevate him in the championship. The championship leader Otappa still yet to actually win a race in this season. So the wait continues for the Mercedes man, and Liam Cross also getting his first podium of the season.
Yep, just getting a tapper.
What a sweaty race! Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Can you blame us? We didn't expect some of the things actually happening. Like, it's gonna be normal. Oh no, it's not. Oh my God, Watini was doing that card. Well, so I'm inviting people now. Yeah, look what he just commented. Oh yeah, what are you joking?
Oh, is that Lupus there?
Yeah, that's Lupus saying that he could have got a podium.
That's a massive shame for Lupus.
Oh, well, here's the first guy. Hello, Sunset.
Hello.
Did you scream when you won?
No. But I have the stream, so that's enough.
Okay. So we'll just wait for, obviously, I'm sure you got victories in F3, didn't you, like, the season ago, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, it's your first one in F2, yeah.
Yes.
So,
I'm shaking. What the fuck I'm doing here?
Oh, great. We've got all the way for the video and you've dropped an F-bomb. Nice. Right, Sunset, you in 5 seconds. Sorry for swearing on the stream. Here we go. Here's the guy who's like, I'm going to actually want to punch a wall.
I don't know. I had no damage. I was kissing the wall with a front wing.
Well, Sunset, the guy behind you didn't get a warning at all. Atapa, what the hell is that noise?
What noise, mate?
It's a very, very loud noise in the background, like.
Wait.
Your PS4 or something?
No, I've got PS5, mate. The PS5 is quiet as hell.
Well, something is making a loud noise in the
background.
background.
Doesn't sound like PS5.
But what?
It's just making. I think it's your PS5. It's being that loud.
Wait. Now?
Yes.
No, it was my wheel. Yeah, fanatic.
Oh my God. Okay, Liam, can you hear us? Liam.
He doesn't respond anymore.
Well, Liam. Oh, there we go.
He was dead.
Okay, Loki, we've got the top three now. Do you want to start?
Okie dokie, so we'll start with Sunset, the race winner. So congratulations on your first win in Ero F2. Firstly, I'll just ask you how you're feeling and how were those last 10 laps?
Sweaty and shaking. I had Houseman in my chat, so good and shaking. That's the way I'm winning. So if you want to win in F2 or something, or F3, use Houseman.
No, Houseman's just an idiot.
Oh.
Who drives a Ferrari?
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so Sunset, let's just see. How did you feel when you had a tapper chasing you down?
It was a bit scary. I saw him closing really fast. So I was pushing as hard as I can. But yeah, it worked, and I'm happy.
So you chose to go for the hards under the safety car, right? So what percentage were your tires on near the end? Were they still in pretty good shape?
I don't know. I think 40%.
Okay, and Otapa on the other hand, you chose to go for the mediums.
Yeah, and I want to tell you why I decided, because I thought that I've got front wing damage because Jeff suggested to go on the new strategy, and I went to the pit and no damage. So that was big coincidence.
So were your tires really dead at the end of the race then?
At the end I had about 60-something percent. Yeah, but I was pushing as hard as I could. But yeah, congratulations to Sunset. Really good job, mate. Maybe next time. Maybe.
Well, it's Britain next week, so.
And also the wait goes on for your first win this season. It's funny because you're leading the championship, but you're yet to win a race. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, give me a minute. All you can hear is screaming in the background.
There is not screaming in the background, mate.
Not yet.
I know.
Okay, so Sunset, did you expect this result from after what happened in qualifying?
No. Bro, what do you think? I'm Sunset Beach Bar. I'm always P10 or something.
And you were P2.
P2. What?
Your P2 in quali was a P3.
Yeah. After the quali, I think maybe P5 is a good result, but.
Is this the Houseman
for
syndrome?
me, it's P5 a good result, but when I saw I was leading the race, I thought, yeah, why not? I could win this race.
Is this the Houseman syndrome? Oh, I qualified P2. Oh, I'll be happy with P6.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously congrats for getting your first victory in F2, and hopefully we'll see more eventually.
I hope so.
Okay, Tappy, you here?
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
So, how did you feel about today's race, obviously, because you qualified...
Yeah, I know, I was P7, a very poor result for me, because I did 39.8, and I wanted to do 39.5 at least. So I was really disappointed after the quali session, and you know, in turn 2 I had damage with RGB because he crashed into me. I don't know why, but never mind.
It was it was 3 wide.
Yeah, I know, but you know, it was not like big hit, and I've got damage like this game back, but never mind. And after the second safety car, I was P11, so or something like that. So I'm really happy for P2. Like now, I'm happy, but you know, when we crossed the line, I was like, nah, I wanted win. But yeah, now, like 10 minutes later, I'm happy. P2, and that's good. There's so good points for championship for me as driver and for the team. So really good. I'm happy.
Well, the fact that you've managed to get, I don't know, how many podiums now this season already?
I think all the races except the previous one. So from 5 races, 4 podiums.
Yeah, like literally, I don't think anyone's done that before for that long. Apart from Max, who only won 9 in a row.
Yeah, but he's a legend.
Yeah, so see, are you happy about getting the points today for your championship?
Yeah, I'm so happy. Like I said, I am still, I think, championship leader, and we are still as a Mercedes P1 in constructors with Libeno. So I'm so happy and looking forward to Silverstone. I think it's the next one.
Yeah, it's Silverstone.
Yeah.
So Liam's in the party, right?
Yeah, Liam's in the party. Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so congrats on your first podium. That race looked pretty chaotic from your standpoint. There was a lot going on between you, Lupus, and a few other drivers. How would you describe it from your point of view?
Honestly, I don't think I'm going to get a podium. I kind of murdered Lupus. Yeah, it was bad. I tried overtaking with Senio. He was there, and yeah.
Wait, when was that? When was that? You, was that early on in the race?
Just after the first safety car, I think.
Okay.
Trying to catch up to Sunset and Appenstad or Jeremy. But when Atapa passed me, to be honest, I thought he was going to pit again. So I was like, I'll just let you through. Just,
Surprise!
Yeah,
I was thinking, 'cause I said in stream, yeah, you just kind of let him pass. I was thinking, alright,
like, does he realise he needs to keep going?
I saw Appenstad. I don't know how to pronounce it, apologies. He pitted, and I was like, okay, well, Yolmir and all of that, they're going to pit eventually. And then it just never happened. So I was like, oh shit, I've actually got to race, pardon my language, I've actually got to race these people now. So
you're not the first one. Sunset was the one who dropped the F1 first.
Ah, okay, well, I just follow the trends, I don't start. But yeah,
alright, 5 second penalty.
That's a 5 second penalty.
Yeah, so Sunset gets 5 seconds for swearing on stream, sorted. A tapper doesn't get a 5 second penalty, he gets a 10-second penalty.
Well, either way, congrats on what at the moment is a P3. Hopefully, next up in Great Britain, I'm not sure what you guys' pace is like around there, but hopefully you guys have equally good races and can find your way in the top 3. At the moment, we've had 4 different winners in 5 races, so it's looking like we may well have a 5th at Great Britain. So far, the guys that have won races, obviously including Bread, who's no longer with us, Libanal, RGB, and today Sunset. Next week, I'm sure there will probably be a new winner, but like I said, you'll have to join us to find out.
Well, yeah, you never know. Wagenar could actually finish a race.
Exactly, Wagenar, the reigning F2 champion, still yet to actually score a point in this season. So I'm sure, obviously, still a very, very long way to go, nowhere near half distance. But unless you've got any more questions to ask JJ, I think that will be all from us today. And until next week, we will see you guys later.
Yeah, so I got nothing else to ask, so obviously, bye.
Goodbye.